We are live. We are direct with Aisha. How are you doing, sister? How are things on your side?
Yeah, doing great in the full-on business entrepreneur life, enjoying it.
Yeah, and really, you have taken so well to the whiteboard method and you're signing clients up. So tell them a little bit about what was happening before. 'Cause I know you're a sales coach, correct? Feminine sales coach.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What was happening before the whiteboard method in terms of converting clients for 4K and those sorts of regions?
Yeah, so I think before I was really struggling with one, qualifying my leads. And
Hmm.
secondly, the people that I was working with were not really people I wanted to work with. So I was like signing people on that I wasn't signing them on, but I was having sales calls with people that I didn't really feel aligned with. And then when the objections would come up, I think I would, yeah, sometimes let them go of the call because I didn't really know how to go about that, which is not a good state to be in when you have a business.
Yeah, let's expand upon that because objections is probably where most people 90% falter and think, oh my God, they said they can't afford it. Or, you know, working with the whiteboard method, how have you got the better of people coming up with objections? Because the number one objection is cannot afford it. But tell us how you've overcome that.
Yes. So I would say that the first thing is that now I expect the objection to come up. So my attitude towards the objection shifted. So first I was like, fear, like, oh no, they cannot afford it, like you just said. But now it's like, of course, they're going to say that, right? And with the whiteboard method, I have all the information that I need to tackle the objection. And that's essentially the magic of it, that you can just what you say, like sell people on their identity and not on the program.
No, absolutely brilliant. And took us through the 4K deal that you signed, because I know that you let me know about the deal and we celebrated together. I think I tried to call you on Facebook. You know, I think you hung up on me or something like, Jay, I'm
I
busy.
didn't see it, Jay.
You hung up on me. But no, anyway, I forgive you. But um tell me the process from start to finish. How did you sign the 4K deal? Maybe mention any personalized value or mention like any objections from A to B. How did you close the 4K deal?
Right. So I've connected with this lead like maybe a month ago or even like quite some time ago just through doing lead generation on Facebook. So that's how it works, right? And
Mm.
then we just connected in the DMs authentically. So I was just curious about her business, how she was doing, how she was enjoying it. I was not thinking about pitching anything to her at all. And then at some point, she raised her hand for one of my freebies, like maybe after 3 weeks. And that's when I thought, oh, she's interested. Let me provide her personalized value. And I think this is the part that really shifted everything for me in terms of working with aligned clients and also just signing clients, right? The selling doesn't happen in on the sales call or when I showed him the whiteboard. It actually happens before that in the DMs by helping her move forward in her business by giving her personalized value. So that was great. And she responded really well to it. And then I thought, okay, I think it makes sense to ask her on a whiteboard session to outline for her what would be the roadmap if we were to work together. And yeah, that went really well. And she obviously said that it was too expensive, but I was prepared. So yeah, she ended up saying yes.
Okay, no, that's absolutely perfect. Now, a bit of quick fire here, just in terms of some of the most important components of the whiteboard method. And just 30 seconds to a minute, tell me the importance of why these things are so important. Now, number one, why is it important to have the personalized data driven offer? Why has the offer got to be data driven for all the people out there wanting to sign clients?
Yes, because you want to have certainty that if you are to bring it to the marketplace, it's going to sell. And then that data driven component, it's really important to look at what has sold before and what are then the outcomes that people are actually paying for right now.
No, perfect. I always say that it's like someone is dying by the roadside and they need to have the offer. So if someone's dying in terms of finances, relationships, it's like, we're not going to give them confidence. Hey, look, you're dying. Here's your
Yeah.
confidence. Hey, you're dying. Hey, here's your Reiki. No, it's save your divorce. It's double your income. It's scale to 7 figures. Am I right there? It's
Yes,
like
100%.
someone's dying. They don't want to necessarily have like, hey, I help women to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personalized content. Now, why is this important to have the personalized element of content? I mean, on your feed. Why does it have to be personalized on the feed rather than just generalized stuff? Yeah.
Well, obviously, what you want to do is you want to pre-sell your offer. So if you want to pre-sell your offer in your content, you have to speak directly to the pain points of your ideal client and specifically to that high ticket persona, because not everyone is a high ticket buyer, right? So you want to like also activate them through your content and speaking directly to their problems there.
Brilliant. I've seen no one do this better than yourself, even myself. I think that you've taken this
Really?
to another level. This is what you've taken to another level. Describe what you do here, because it's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Thank you. So I will just say where I used to be with DMs. I used to
Tell me.
hate DMs. I'm quite an introvert. I'm not someone that goes up to people and talks to them, da 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 da. So when I entered the world of selling your high ticket offer in the DMs, I was like, no, like I was really that person that was just asking someone, hey, like the qualifying questions, like the bro marketing, what's your goal, what's your challenges? It just always felt so unnatural to me, and I hated it. But I also knew it's like an activity that I can just not skip. Like you cannot skip this, right? So the question was, what is going to be then the approach where I get to enjoy this and I also get to the end result, which is to help people move forward while I also win from that, which is booking the call. So the approach there is to adopt a more feminine approach, which is to prioritize one authentic connection, adding the personalized value in a way where I'm using my creativity. And this is something that it was really activated by you, like the framework that you provided. And I just took that and I was like, okay, how do I feel good in my creativity? Like I like to sketch and I like to draw. So I started doing a lot of that. And then it ended up in me just actually enjoying this and, letting go of the rejection, letting go of the attachment to the outcome, but just like, it's my time to go and make sketches and send it to people and helping them.
That's the power. Fantastic. Well described there. Now, when it comes to the whiteboard, what have you found to be key in terms of the personalization?
Yes, so it's really helping them implement something on the call. I think that's really important. So obviously you have the part of the 4 T's, which is to gather the information, but then to expand upon what you're already doing in the DMs, but then face to face, and then helping them again moving forward by implement in their business, I think has been, really great.
And the final part, which the whiteboard method stresses, is that when we're talking about the delivery, again, the delivery has to be personalized. Now, tell us about what we mean by personalized delivery.
Which part is that?
Personalized delivery, like in terms of your program, having accountability, having implementation. Because if that's not in place, the whiteboard method doesn't work. So can we see how the whiteboard method is an end-to-end? It's from the offer to the content, to the DMs, to the whiteboard and the delivery. So it's not just, hey, here's a whiteboard. It's much more scientific than that. It's a science, right? Supply and demand. I studied economics in uni, but finally, why has the delivery got to be personalized?
Well, I think in the high ticket market, that's what people expect as well, right? Like people just want a personalized solution, and they just don't want to like enter into a program and have to like watch videos, etc., come to the Q&A. They just want to work with you. And I think the whiteboard is a great way to show how you can apply like not theoretical, but like just business concepts onto like their specific case. Well, in my case as a sales coach.
Yeah. And look, just like the delivery in terms of how we coach doing role play, how important has role play been in terms of the accelerated success? And you're now one of the top whiteboard sellers in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are. Come on, like you have to embrace it. Well, we're gonna prove that in a second, by the way. So, hopefully, you know what I mean. I'm not
Yeah.
jinxing it, but no. How important has role play been? Because sometimes we can say, "Here's your script," and go
Yeah.
and do it. But it's
No,
like the role play element. How important has that been?
I think it's the key thing actually, right? Like we all learn best through either teaching to others or doing it ourselves. And when you role play, it's like your brain doesn't distinguish between what's real or fake, right? So
Yeah.
the more you do that, the more you practice, the more prepared you are also for the calls. And in that sense, it's been also great to be in that group setting with you and all of the other coaches so we can like learn from each other. So yeah, it's been great.
No, fantastic. We're gonna put you through your paces if that's okay. It's always good to ask permission. Is it okay if we go through the whiteboard method? Let's just flash the t-shirt. A bit of free promo there.
When do I get one? Do
Oh,
I
wow.
get?
You've actually created a fantastic idea. I'm gonna start getting these t-shirts out. I'm gonna start shipping them out. Great
I
idea.
one.
You will get one. Cool. Good. You're already sort of now helping in terms of the t-shirts are gonna go out to America, Brussels. I'm gonna work on that. So thanks for that. Brilliant. Great idea on the interview. But you're gonna go through your paces now. Is that all good? Coolio. We're gonna go through some objections. By the way, have you been briefed on this before? Have you practiced? Have you
Today?
practiced this particular scenario that nope, you haven't practiced this,
I
have
don't
you?
see anything. Oh yeah. Of course, of course.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through so you familiarize yourself roughly with the things here. We're
What
gonna
is
go so it's someone that wants to make 50K, they want to scale, they're frustrated. Okay, so if you're gonna take maybe one or two notes over
what
the
is
year,
what is the tried? I don't see it.
you can't see what right now.
Wait, fade to scale.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Faith to scale, strategic placements, operations, and implementation. So strategic placements, operations, and implementation. Yeah, so the key things that are here, let's just roll with it with some of the key points.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. First objection here. So tell me your price and we'll roll through it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4,000 USD for 3 months.
Look, Aisha, you're fantastic with your faith to scale system, but it's just too expensive.
Yeah, I understand. And if we just forget about the price for 1 minute, let me just ask you this question. Why is this the best process for you to get to that 50K?
Well, of course, it's the operations. Like no one is offering operations assistant to be placed in the process. That's why it's the best.
Yeah, and what about the program? Like, why is it the best program in the world?
Oh, come on. Like, Aisha, it's that accountability and implementation. Like, so many coaches just give you Kajabi videos. So, come on. Like, that's why it's the best.
Yeah, and what about me? Like, why am I the best coach to help you get to those results?
Vibes. And of course, there's the VIP day in Amsterdam that I'd love to go to try some of the food from around the world. Yeah.
Nice. And what about you? Are you interested or are you committed to this?
Look, this is 11 p.m. UK time. I know you're based in the States, but surely 11 p.m. UK time shows you that I'm not here for fun. Like,
Yeah, so then let me ask you this then. Like, what is more expensive? Is it to spend 4K now or to go on another month not making that 50K? Like, is it to spend 4K now or another year potentially missing out on 600K where you could be traveling, investing. Like all of these things are priceless, aren't they? Like what is more expensive, that 50K or, not having the job change that you want?
Now
What's
you
more expensive?
now you put it like that. Now you put it like that. So clicks for Aisha. Brilliant. Love the way you handled that. In the comments, if you want to write down how she handled that. Next one.
Oh, there's people here.
Yeah. Next one. Aisha. So tell me the price. Let's roll again.
It's 4,000 for 3 months.
Aisha, look, I believe in you in the process. I'm getting married in 2 months. So just, not the right time. Yeah. Speak to me after the honeymoon in a month. 4 months. I'll be there. Put it in the Zoom calendar. 4 months.
Oh wow. Well, first of all, congrats on getting married.
Thank you so much.
Your wife is very lucky to have a husband with you. That's so,
look at this.
motivated. But
Thank
let
you.
me ask you this question. I do understand that, with the wedding, etc., it might be busy. But what if you could have that 50K in 2 weeks? You said your honeymoon is in a month, right? Like, what if you could have that money for your honeymoon? Would now be the right time to get into the program?
Oh, would it be possible to happen that quick?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like what you've done before hasn't worked. And what I've told you in the program, we focus on implementation.
Ooh. Now you put it like this, it could go towards my honeymoon, right?
Yeah, it could. Like, what would your wife say if you could have a bag of 50K for her?
Oh, a Birkin bag. They cost about 50K. Oh, a Birkin bag will go very well. Nice perspective. Whoa. How are you feeling, by the way, in this role play? Is it just completely natural to you now? Like there's
Yeah, actually it is. Like now I know where to go.
Yeah. Cool. We're gonna go for a common one. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me your price.
It's 4K for 3 months.
Uh, you know, why didn't I hear from you sooner? Like, just signed up for 6-month mentorship, and I'm 3 months in. So, the next mentor, you'll be the first. Okay. So, could you put 3 months? Like, give me a Zoom link. See you in 3 months. Okay. Got a mentor.
Yeah, I mean, of course you have a mentor. You're a very intelligent person and you know that you have to invest to keep
Yeah.
growing, right? But
Yeah.
let me ask you this question. So you've been with your mentor for 3 months.
Yes.
How has your mentor helped you to get to that 50K in those 3 months?
It's a good question. I mean, looking at what I've written here, I'm finding it hard to scale. I'm finding it hard to remove myself. And I'm finding it hard to sell more of my offer. So
Yeah.
now you put it like that.
Yeah. So in that sense, working with this mentor has resulted in a lot of things that haven't been working for you.
Yeah. I mean, now you lay it out like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And the last one. Here we are.
What is it? Uh-huh. Okay.
Tell me your price.
Yeah, it's 4K for 3 months.
Yeah, you're the best in the business. But just let me, come back to me. I just need to think about it. Give me a week. Let me think about it. You know, I'm spiritual. I don't like to rush things. Let me think about it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I do think that indeed thinking about things is always good. So you're here on the call with the creator of the program. So what is it specifically that you need to think about?
I just need to think if I'm gonna get my money back, because I've been burnt before. So it's just whether I'm gonna get my money back.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So, in terms of getting your money back, as I explained, the program does have a 10K guarantee, and I will work with you until you make back that
Wow.
money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so what do you think about that?
Wow. So you'll support me and you'll help me on it. I'm a bit of a slow learner. I hate videos. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm a busy father of five. And I just like to get things done.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, you know. And as we've said before, this is a full on implementation program. So I will be holding your hand. And next to that, you will also have me in your pocket 5 days a week to support you and to give you regular feedbacks in between the times that we are in meeting.
Oh, brilliant. How do I sign up? Brilliant. I thank you so much for hopping on, Aisha, today. Just quickly, if anyone's thinking about hopping on doing the whiteboard program, like, what would you tell them? Like, if anyone's thinking about it, like, what would you say?
Do it. I mean, I would say that, you know, the sales part, of course, is the outcome, but I also think that you are very good at helping people in. You help me shift my identity to being that coach that can enroll these high ticket clients using the whiteboard. So I think that transformation, like the identity transformation, it's lasting change. So I know it's just the whiteboard method, the selling, but the identity shift is like the thing that makes those changes stick around.
And someone's out there wanting to sign their first 4K client and wanting to make it happen. What's one piece of advice that you would give someone looking to sign that first client? Like they're thinking, yeah, I want to sign a client. I want to, be comfortable on these calls to be able to make offers. What's the one piece of advice? Last thing.
I would say honestly, just raise your price unapologetically and just show up as that person that already has sold that client.
Oh, brilliant. So again, you're talking about working the identity.
100%.
Brilliant. And so before you leave, how can people reach you in terms of if they want to connect with you and things like this?
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook, Aisha Latina. That's my name there. And
Mm.
yeah, if you add me, I will accept your friend request, or you can follow
Brilliant.
me.
Brilliant. You are wonderful. You have a great future. You will get to 7 figures. You heard it
Thank
here
you.
first. That's what's going to happen to you because you're very coachable. And yeah, the sky is not the limit. It's the beginning for Aisha Latina.
Yes, thank you so much.
Brilliant. Great to connect. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And yeah, clicks for Aisha Latina in the cyber building.